All engineers are problem solvers. All engineers build things that will do useful work. We are looking for students who want to be here. If you come into this program, you're going to be here because you're going to work in one of our industries or you want this cohort experience.
It takes engineers, gives them a lot of hands-on training so that they're able to come out of the program and start work right away.
The teamwork that the students get while they're here and the hands-on experiences they get through both the labs and engagements but also with their internships really puts them in a good position when they first start out for us, so we really enjoy that part.
You really have a chance to grow here, I think. You really have a chance to not only get your degree in engineering, but get field experience and become a better engineer.
The mechanical and electrical engineering degrees that are offered at the AVET program fit exactly what we need in rocket propulsion for the nation.
We're pretty much the best kept secret in the aerospace industry. The rockets that went to the moon got tested here, ballistic missiles tested here. There has been a long tradition of the aerospace industry here in the Valley.
When I was 9 years old, my dad took me to an air show at Edwards, and an aircraft flew from behind us, and it seemed like it stopped in midair, turned around, and did something that I thought was impossible to do. And he said, "I work on that airplane." And from pretty much that moment on, I wanted to be an engineer.
We always call the mechanical engineers the do-it-all type individuals. So whenever we can find a mechanical engineer, we're going to pick them up. That's a really good quality candidate. But also for electrical engineers, we have to work on the boards, the circuitry, and the system level that we're going forward with too. So we see a growing need for the electrical engineers coming out of this AVET program.
You know, an engineer with 30 years of experience, there's no way you can beat that. And experience in the engineering and teaching fields, you learn much more working on the job than you do in a classroom.
I honestly believe that the level of education, the quality of education is just that much higher than any other similar institute.
The faculty here at the AB campus just spoil us, which is great. They have experts from the main campus as well as industry experts like from Lockheed Martin or Northrop. They also bring people from the base where they actually show us how real engineering works, and this is why we do what we do.
You can tell that they care here and they want you to succeed as much as they have succeeded.
I feel like we get a large support from the faculty. They're there to answer our questions. If we have ideas, they're there to listen to them.
We're one of the few programs in the world that can say they're bringing industry people into and are as involved in the program as our industry people are here. They're looking for our people. They specifically want local people for those interns, and we provide them the highest quality that we can to satisfy their needs. So yeah, we have an unprecedented relationship with industry.
Our campus here exists in Lancaster because of the need of industry as well as the need of the community. This is a face-to-face program, meaning that the instructor will be here all the time during lecture as well as laboratories. It is a hands-on, and that relationship with the industry facilitates real lifetime training for our students and prepping them to be successful anytime that they're going to join those companies.
The one-on-one you can get with teachers here is actually really good. You have time to ask questions.
With such a small class size, it's like everyone in the class is one of those people sitting in the front row.
We all help each other in some way or another. We all support each other. So if we have a question, we're not afraid to ask one another.
Over the course of this program, you feel as though you're with your team. You know your guys' strengths and weaknesses, and together you guys are getting through this program.
Because we're keeping our students together in a cohort, we can do extended teaming exercises. By the time the students get to graduation, they have done sets of teaming activities. They have a year-long senior design project. We also do self-awareness, professionalism workshops, resume workshops, things that you wouldn't get on a main campus because we have a cohort and we know that students are going to be progressing with us through time.
One of the real things I really like about this program is that most of the engineers that come through the program have lived in the area and know the area, are excited about the area and on the opportunities in the area, and able to translate that into real work experience.
I was born and raised here in the Antelope Valley, And I heard this program that was so close to home, so I thought it'd be perfect. It's nearby, and it's something that I love to do.
We do have special relationship with the city of Lancaster. We do have a special relationship with the U.S. Air Force, Northrop Grumman, NASA, as well as Lockheed Martin.
By the time they qualify, by the time they finish, they graduate, they learn how to design a system, how to reverse engineer an existing system, or how to actually repair a system. That is what we would expect them to do.
We have a very high employment rate for our graduates. We have a high caliber of capability among our student population here.
I knew that to be a good engineer, I had to get practical experience. So when I heard about Long Beach and this program, there's always internships available. There's always people looking for students in this program.
They allowed for internship times. That way we could still do schoolwork, but also take what we were learning in school and incorporate it in whatever field we were working on or whatever our internship was dealing with.
I actually just started my internship yesterday. I'm really excited to know what we can do with what we've learned.
When I graduate, I know that I'll be able to find an engineering job very quickly.
We are a very competitive program. If the student join our program, I believe he or she are lucky.
They want you because you've grown up in this valley. You have the whole aerospace blood, if you will, in you. If somebody says, I'm an engineer, that means they can do anything in the world.
Whoever we produce, whoever we actually train and teach, they get absorbed by the industry. They get jobs in their choice of in their engineering work. And that gives me extra excitement.